Hi there again. So I just wanted to talk through how I work when I've got a client with me. So I can work either in my therapy room, which is behind me, or I can work on Zoom. I have different types of sessions depending on who I'm working with. So with children, depending on the age, I normally work with from around sort of 10 and upwards. And the sessions tend to be shorter because of their level of ability to focus and concentrate on what we're doing. So they tend to be from anywhere from about 40 minutes, and then with adults, sessions can be longer. They can be about an hour, hour and a quarter. Occasionally we will do double sessions, which can be a couple of hours long, of looking to work with a therapeutic technique. So these sessions, which can be helpful to some people, don't involve a lot of talking about the problem necessarily. Sometimes we will focus on more what's felt or memories attached to the feeling, and we do work around that. The techniques that I use are very quick and effective. They don't take very long to do at all, and they aren't overcomplicated, so children can follow them as well. It's very much for me to work with the person that's in front of me, so I don't have set ways of responding to the information the person's able to give me, how their brain works, as our brains are all so different and respond to things in different ways. We may have memories that are held in a different way. So some people can be what we call really visual, so they can see very clearly things that have gone on for them and think back, and it's almost like sitting at the cinema watching a film play out. Other people, they don't have so much of that. It's more about the emotions that they feel in their body, or a sense of a memory of something. So it's very, very much up to the client to lead me as the therapist in how we need to work together. There's no right or wrong way of doing anything. It's, very much in the moment and me responding to what you're needing. The techniques that I use, the IEMT and the cognitive hypnotherapy, are very effective and often quickly so. So normally within a couple of sessions, you'll start to see some change happen. And this is often quite surprising for people, because I think we're brought up to believe that we have problems. They're going to take years of chatting and talking and going to therapy to resolve those. Actually, our brain is quite malleable, and it can become quite set in certain ways, which is why we pick up bad habits sometimes, and it's hard to get rid of them. But by approaching it in the right way, we can actually make really good changes of things that have been problems sometimes for years for people. Obviously, with children, their brains are much younger, they're less set in place, they're quite fluid, and therefore changes can be made even faster. But all that's really required is for someone to come and see me, is for them to be wanting to do that. This isn't a magic wand thing. This is very much about us working as a team. So I need the person coming, me wanting to be here, wanting to resolve the problem, and just that little bit of commitment from them and trying their absolute best in the session to work with me. That's all we really need to make big differences. I can work with so many different problems. The problem is really just what's showing through. It's like a symptom of what's going on underneath. So that just gives me a little bit of information as to how we need to start working with the problem, but looking at the deeper layers beneath. I'm also able to work with children with either diagnosed or suspected ADHD or ASD as well. I have quite a lot of experience working in this area, and I do tend to see a lot of young people with these issues, just on the basis that their brain tends to be more sensitive to emotions and anxiety, and it can have more struggles with coping with sort of day-to-day living and changes going on. Again, that's not an issue, and the therapies can be used effectively with children or young people or adults with those issues. So sessions wise, I don't like to give too much of a fixing around how many sessions people might need, but probably on average people come to see me between 2 and 5 sessions. I do have some people that sort of come back every now and again just to do a little bit of work if a problem or issue comes up for them. So some people I will literally see for 2-3 sessions, and that will be the end of our work. Other people will do between 2 and 5 sessions, and then they can pop back and see me for odd sessions as they feel they need to do that. Not only will we do the therapy in the session, we will also work through some techniques and ways that you can self-manage issues as they come up. So you'll always have those tools to use as well. If you'd like to know more, just have a chat with me, which is no obligation, totally free, then please go ahead and book a consultation. I'll be very happy to meet with you, chat with you, talk through anything and answer any questions that you have. And then we can go ahead and book a first session when you're ready.